Hello there, my very good friends, and a warm welcome and good afternoon to you. On this video, we have some potentially legendary spoilers involving a big-time WWE star at the Rumble.
A WWE Hall of Famer teases his return.
Major updates to the Full Gear card.
And I'm going to tell you how the Hurt Syndicate ended up in AEW. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the After News.
Forgot my name. Good day. Good Thursday. It's not even hump day or anything.
No,
it's just a
nearly there.
Thursday.
It's just very foggy.
We're going to make
Gateshead.
it. I've got brain fog from being outside for too long. Right. Speaking of people who've been outside for too long, I don't know. John Cena. He's going to be doing something at the Royal Rumble.
Sure is.
And it's created a bunch of speculation. So, he did a little video promoting some ticket sales for Royal Rumble, which is in Indianapolis.
In February?
Yeah, what? Home of the Colts.
Go Colts!
Is that where the Pacers play as well? I forget
Possibly.
these things.
I don't know. We're not got really that much up on American sports.
Me neither. I'm a complete buffoon, actually. Let us know in the comments who the sports teams are.
Yeah.
If we got them wrong. Of course, the Indianapolis Idiots is the ice hockey team.
Yep.
So watch out for them.
Or scoring own goals, bloody fools.
What are they up to? John Cena. He has said it will be the last time he'll compete in a Royal Rumble event. That's his wording. It's on my phone, so you know it's legit. And this has created a bunch of speculation regarding his retirement tour as to if he'll be in the Rumble or if he'll be in a singles match. Now, as we all know, there are two overwhelming long-term there's three long-term storylines at play with John Cena's return. Number one is the aspect of a retirement tour. Absolutely, it's huge. Number two is, will he become a 17-time world champion? Will he get that record? And the third and arguably most important long-term storyline is the long-running, never-ending feud between that man and his disgusting hairline. So, there's a lot in play for Cena in 2024.
Yes.
2025.
Oh, yes.
Brain broken. Do you think he'll be in the Rumble?
I hope so. I think it's the right thing to do. You've still got 11 more months of 2025 to do lots of singles matches for him. It's obviously, as always, a great catalyst for setting up a match for him at WrestleMania, perhaps, if someone eliminates him or whatever it may be, or he eliminates someone else and they flip out as a result of it. And I just think, I think you're going to have plenty more opportunities. We all know he's working Mania if all goes well, touch wood, no injuries, etc. And he's going to be popping up left, right and centre, no doubt, on the new Netflix Raw, etc. So, I'd like to see him in the Rumble one last time. I think it's a nice thing to do. Still banking on The Rock winning the Rumble, baby.
Entering at number 31, are we?
Yeah.
Is that what we're going with?
If he is part of a Final Four, that could be really interesting. You could literally, you could have genuinely a preposterous Final Four in the Rumble. I know it's wild booking of me to say I think in my head I said the thing that Rock gave Cody on the Raw after WrestleMania was a Royal Rumble ball with the number 30 written on it. So you have him. You could have Roman, you could have Cena, and you could have Punk. I mean, that's a mad Final Four, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It feels pretty unpredictable this year as well, which is good. But it'll feel less unpredictable if the Dwayner shows up in advance, because he just does what he wants, so which I'm into.
Saves Christmas too.
Yeah. I heard that movie is the best Christmas movie ever. Red One.
It's basically an Oppenheimer Christmas, is how I've seen him describe it.
Full of cheer and good vibes. Then, in that case, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
Jingle All the Way, but I agree.
Don't stop.
Die Hard. It is a Christmas movie.
It is. Muppets Christmas Carol, actually, in reality. I'm just trying to be cool.
I mean, those are you just named two 5-star classics. I really like The Holdovers. You should see that. It's good.
I've not seen that.
It came out last year. Paul Giamatti. I love that.
I love that man.
Love me some Paul Giamatti. It's a great film.
Yeah. Get him in WWE, actually. It could be a great promo.
He would be a great promo.
I swear, has he not been mentioned before as if you're going to do a biopic on Paul Heyman, have Giamatti play it?
Oh God, that's really good.
I think we've mentioned that before in
Bloody
a list.
hell.
Yeah.
Because he would nail the delivery.
So good.
He'd do such a good job. He's got that higher register in his voice. That's a great show.
I watched Straight Outta Compton again the other day. He's really good in that one as well.
Yeah, he's a slimy bugger. I watched a film last time I was home where he goes swimming in his pool and some pesky kids turn him blue. You seen that one?
Smurfs?
It's near enough.
Okay.
Near enough.
I'll check that one out.
They put some, I think it's Malcolm in the middle, put some dye in his pool and Paul Giamatti turns into a Smurf. It's hijinks. Hijinks are afoot.
Speaking of hijinks, you know who bloody loves hijinks? JBL.
Oh.
He was on the Something to Wrestle With podcast, Conrad's podcast, of course, one of the best podcasts out there. It isn't ours. Shout out to Conrad Thompson, friend of the channel, of course. And he's been talking about a potential return, or teasing it somewhat at least. He's obviously been enjoying hitting a lot of people recently with clotheslines from hell in TNA. Poor Joe Hendry suffered it recently. He's been sort of associated, hasn't he, with Nick Nemeth, the former Dolph Ziggler. But he said, because he's been doing loads of stuff on the indies as well, all the stuff I'm doing on the independents, this stuff I'm doing on social media, I've got some stuff coming up that I think is pretty cool. We're going to have a lot more things. There is an end game to this, but it came from Bruce Pritchard. I'm having the most fun I've ever had in my life. I love this business so much, and I miss being in this business. It's so fun just to be around the guys, so fun to just be in arenas, to be around wrestling rings, to be around fans. I love this business, and I'm not ready to go off into the sunset yet. He's been bitten by the wrestling bug again, hasn't he?
Can I say something that might annoy some people?
Go on.
I love this.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
I want to see a JBL match in 2025.
Yeah.
100%. I don't know why. I don't know what part of my brain is tickling. I know that he has done some really bad stuff. I'm not denying that. But listen, if he throws a clothesline and someone flips over and around, my wrestling fan idiot brain is going to pop.
Yeah.
So there we are. I'm into it. Let's go.
Who knows? He and John Cena had a classic match, of course, at WrestleMania 21, which I watched a while back with Adam Nicholas and thought, oh, this isn't how I remember it. It's real bad.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like you say, and take your pick nowadays for people who could bump ridiculously for that clothesline from hell.
Anyone could do it.
I'm into it as well. I'd quite like to see it.
Like, I was never a big John Bradshaw Layfield guy. I didn't really enjoy the Long World Title. There was some good like the Eddie stuff, obviously, great. Yeah. But, him going to the border and, that was icky. That was really icky. I was a huge APA guy when I was young. Huge APA guy. Loved those guys. Dun, 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 dun. You know someone's going to get their ass kicked.
It could be really fun, as well, because they could do they could sort of subvert it a little bit. Because, they do, when they used to do, their classic Raws, they'd be like, bloody APA are in the back playing cards. And it was like, oh, that's a nice thing. Anyway, back to the wrestling. And then imagine if he's like, no, I'm not playing games.
Yeah.
And then he takes someone out. I think the caveat would have to be, we don't fall back into the trap of, just put the legends over the old guys. So imagine he comes in, clothesline some fool's head off, and you're like, yay! Although, I like the spot, but I know you're a bell end. And then, Obafemi comes out and kills him.
That would be great. And, also, it doesn't need to be in WWE.
No.
I don't know what his contractual situation is, Legends deals, all that stuff. I would watch the hell out of JBL versus Joey Janela on a GCW show. I think that would be, Joey would do some really stupid things. It would be amazing. I love Joey Janela. And I'm into it. I'm into it.
Me too, in a way.
Right, let us know if you want to see JBL wrestle in the comments section below. Let's talk about Full Gear, the latest updates for this show.
It's a week on Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, man. The content never sleeps.
Jeez.
I might watch it live, man. Blue Sky is a really fun app to talk wrestling at the moment. I might do a little live.
Is that the thing that everyone's been joining recently?
Yeah, maybe we'll do next week's Q&A. Maybe from there.
Ooh.
Who knows? We'll see. But in any case, let's kick this one off. Let's talk about the recent developments from last night's AEW Dynamite. So we've got a few maneuvers going on. Adam Cole and Roddy Strong have both been doing the gimmick where if they win 3 matches in a row, they'll face MJF at the pay-per-view. Adam Cole did not win 3 matches in a row. In fact, he lost to Konosuke Takeshita due to some Diamond Ring-related hijinks. So he's out. He's not facing MJF at the pay-per-view. Roddy Strong, who beat Lance Archer, however, is. So that's going to be the singles match for the pay-per-view, unless there's some booking tomfoolery between now and then. MJF was hanging out in his lair with his wine and his lighting and stuff on Dynamite.
Definitely watching the show as he has been for the last few weeks.
Live as well. But there you go. Those are developments in that storyline. They've also added Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay. They had a very good in-ring segment last night. Kyle continues to come on leaps and bounds.
He's massive, isn't he?
He's huge, yeah.
Especially when he's standing across from Ospreay.
Yeah, he's it must be 6'3", 6'4". He's built up a bit. Great. I like Kyle Fletcher is a wrestler you need to be buying stock in 2024 as the year closes out. He's going to have a big year coming ahead. And also we've got a new addition to the tag team match which is the Private Party defending in a 4-way tag match. The Outrunners are already qualified. Also qualifying now are the Kings of the Black Throne. I don't have the vocal range to pull that off. That great theme that I love. Malachi Black and Brody King, they beat FTR.
They did, I was shocked.
Choking Dax out with a sleeper hold. It was a really good finish.
And you thought Malachi Black was retiring.
Yeah.
You idiot.
People are really comfortable saying the dumbest things about that man online. But yeah, there you go. Big development. So far we have 9 matches. That does include the one pre-show match, which is...
Oh yeah!
Which is... Boom! Boom!
Say it with me, Jimmy Fallon. Boom!
Jimmy Fallon hates it, man. Which is the Rizzler versus QT Marshall. It's Big Boom AJ, of course.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And the good news is Chris Jericho's not on the pay-per-view. He's defending his ROH title on telly in a couple of weeks, isn't he?
Yeah, but let's be honest, next week.
Well,
hi, guys!
You never know.
Hi.
They might add Ricochet to Kestra. Obviously, there was stuff with that at the end of the
This is a good-ass
match.
card.
Yeah, and I've got to be honest, nothing against Adam Cole. Lovely man, loveliest man in all wrestling, generally, people say. I did not want him being... I didn't want Takeshita losing again. Yeah. And I know it was like shenanigans that he won by, but I thought it was better for Takeshita in the long run. That he did that, and yeah, you can tell the story of Adam Cole's been screwed out of it anyway, but also he's only just coming back from injury. You got plenty of time, and Roddy Strong's going to kick some ass as well.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. You know, like I wanted Takeshita to. Actually, the initial booking idea I had when Cole started running through the House of Black was that beat Buddy, beat Malachi, wrestle Brody, get just destroyed. Right, get trucked.
Yeah.
Like 3 minutes, you're done. Like Brody Lee versus Cody Rhodes level squad.
Yeah.
And then tell a real story about real struggle and about a guy who has been out for a year. He's had 2 really long absences in AEW. And he's not there. He can't get it together. He's still recovering. He's still learning. He's figuring out how to make it work. He's got these injuries, but he's fighting and he's clawing and he's scratching his way. And in 3 or 4 months' time, he's finally going to be at that level and he's finally going to get MJF in a pay-per-view match. You build to it long term. It would have been so awesome. I'm not averse to what they did last night. I do wish it was more of just a pounding rather than he cheated to win.
I agree.
I think that would have been more effective, but I do agree. I like the booking. I like that he's just not instant gratification.
Maybe his path to winning ways goes via the Continental Classic, which restarts in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to that.
Can't wait.
Loved that last year.
I love it, man. It's best time of year. It's like a perfect thing to do at Christmas.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, this is for me. Like
that and the Iron Survivor at NXT Deadline on me. Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Right, let's conclude by talking about the Hurt Syndicate. They're quite good, aren't they?
Yeah, I like them.
Really like them. And there's been sort of speculation as to how they ended up back in AEW and how the whole thing sort of came together. And MVP was chatting with Renee Paquette on her YouTube channel all about this and talking about the end of the Hurt business. MVP said, unfortunately, it was ended long before anyone was ready for it to end. We felt that we wanted to give our story the proper ending that it deserved. And Tony Khan was kind enough to allow us to bring our conglomerate here. He talked about, MVP did, the fact that it was all Lashley's idea. He wanted to do something with the Hurt business ever since his boxing days when he saw the phrase on his coach's t-shirt. And once they did it, it was magic, said MVP. The fans wanted us back. And anytime I posted something, at least one comment would say, Hurt business, Hurt business, Hurt business. Sorry about that, MVP. I was just really excited. They always wanted to see us get back together because it was something that was real. We hung out together. We work out together. This is the perfect opportunity to do it again. I completely agree. I'm looking forward to them adding new members as well, which we're going to be answering on our Q&A video, which we're going to later on this week too. But I think the Hurt Syndicate, which is a fantastic change of name for them, are going to be doing big things as we head into 2025 in AEW.
Love them. Think they're great. Think the rollout's been great. Really enjoyed watching Shelton Benjamin wrestle singles matches lately.
I'll hold my hands up. I think I was part of the group, not thinking he was kind of done and washed, but I was just like, yeah, he's a fine guy to like step up, lose, and then you face Bobby Lashley. But no,
he's rocked.
I think he should be world champion, perhaps.
Yeah, he rocked. He's been great. Really looking forward to Bobby Lashley. I don't know why I said that really slow. Versus Swerve Strickland at the paper. I can't wait for that. What does Bobby Lashley wrestling look like in AEW? It's so
almost took his shirt off last night.
I know. We're getting there, man.
Take it off, Bobby.
Take it off. And MVP, I think MVP might be the best manager of this generation.
Yeah, he's brilliant, isn't he?
He's always been a great talker and he's always been charismatic and like good at projecting character. But there's a big difference between talking to get yourself over and talking to get someone else over. His primary role as a manager is, he has to sound cool because he rules. But his primary job is to get Shelton and Bobby over, and he's doing that really well. Once they start adding people to this group as well, which we'll talk about in a Q&A coming out tomorrow, by the way, I think it's going to get really interesting. But I love them. I think they're great.
I like the cane as well.
It just adds a touch of class. It adds a touch of class, doesn't it? That came from an injury angle as well, didn't it, in WWE? It's just good. It's good, man. I'm actually looking forward to MVP getting stretched and doing some stretching on the upcoming Bloodsport card as well.
Yeah.
So that's fun. I'm really into it. I loved The Hurt Business. Bobby Lashley was my favourite WWE wrestler for years. It's great. It's great.
Exciting times for the Hurt Syndicate in AEW. Let us know your thoughts on that and everything we discussed, especially regarding John Cena and the Royal Rumble, in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, and if you can give bloody hell, lads, you're taking your bloody time to get. What time do you call this for the news? It's because it's the after news, silly. The morning news. The eels just electrocuted into existence. It's not talking to you, love. It's right here. Bye.